So I've been meaning to make my sugar-free, keto-friendly pound cake, but I just have not been able to make the time. So I'm gonna do it this morning. I have some softened cream cheese, 4 room temperature eggs. I have soft butter, baking powder, vanilla and lemon extract, Himalayan pink salt, blanched almond flour, and Swerve. Forgive the background noise. It's literally a windstorm at my house for the next 2 days, so it's crazy. I have my parchment paper and my loaf pan. First things first, we need 2 cups of almond flour. I got mine from Costco, and I'm gonna use a 2-cup measuring cup. I have a smaller one, but when it asks for like 2 cups, I just hate like having to double pour, empty it out. I just think that this makes more sense for me. So I'm just gonna pour it in here. So this is the bowl for my dry ingredients. And then I'm also going to add some Himalayan pink salt. I'm just like gonna freehand it. You don't really need a lot. That's fine. And then baking powder. We need, with this you do want to make sure you know how much you need. So I need about 1.5 teaspoons of this. This is a teaspoon measuring spoon. I have a half teaspoon too, but I don't have time for all that. I'm just gonna freehand the half. So that's 1.5. Cool. So now I'm gonna set this aside. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup and 2 tablespoons of Swerve into a separate bowl. Hopefully it's good. This is all my little Swerve. I have another one, but no. We're gonna pour that into a bowl. We are also going to throw our butter in there. So 1 stick is 8 tablespoons, which is what we needed. So also gonna throw our cream cheese. That's about 6 ounces maybe. We need some lemon zest, so we're gonna zest the lemon. It's much easier to zest a lemon that's not cut, because technically you like zest in like this circular motion, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. So we have our lemon zest in here. This is a separate bowl. I'm gonna put this aside as well. Move that out my way. And now this is actually my trash bowl. So when I cook, I like to just have somewhere to store my trash, because I don't like to go touching a bunch of stuff with So nonetheless, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my 4 eggs into my measuring cup. So I'm just gonna crack them in here, and then I put the trash in my trash bowl. And I didn't say it before, but it's gonna go in the oven on 350. So my oven is currently preheating. Should be done by now, but. So I have all of my eggs in here. So I'm also now going to add my vanilla and my lemon extract. So like I said, we have the eggs in. Now we're gonna add our extract. So we're only gonna use 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 2 teaspoons of lemon. So that's 1 of vanilla, and now we're gonna use 2 lemon. So these things are all in here together doing their thing. So don't laugh at my old beat up mixer. Like, my aunt gave me this probably when I was in college, and I think it was hers when she was in college. So it's a little old. So now we're gonna go back to our bowl with the butter, the cream cheese, the zest, and our sweetener. And we're just going to blend. Okay, So I blended it up. Looks like this. Now it's time for this. However, don't pour the entire thing. You just want 1 egg at a time. And then you're gonna go back to a handheld mixer and beat that. But again, just 1 egg at a time. So that's done. It's nice and smooth. We're gonna pour this mixture into our flour and baking powder situation. And I'm just gonna get a spatula. This isn't really a spatula, but whatever. You're gonna get something, and you're just gonna pour the excess in here as well. And the next step is something I had to learn the hard way when it comes to baking. We're going to fold this in. And folding literally is what it sounds like. I'll show you. And the reason why I say I learned this the hard way is because if the recipe calls for folding and you like beat the hell out of it, you over mix it, it's not going to be right. That's the only thing about baking, which is why I don't really bake as much, because it requires certain things to be done away. And with cooking, you know, it doesn't really, it's not that tedious or intense. So to fold, it's literally you're going to fold just like so. Hope you can see it. And you're gonna do that, and then you'll mix it together. You'll blend it with the hand blender or hand mixer, whatever you want to call it. Yours probably isn't from like 1842, so yours doesn't look as old and janky as mine. Mine is definitely out here looking like janky promoters, but it's okay. It's gonna get the job done, and that is legit all that matters. All done, and it looks like, I don't know with the light if you can really see it, but it's thick and fluffy. Now I have my loaf pan, parchment paper, and this is so it doesn't stick. So first we're gonna spray, we're gonna spray the pan, and then we're going to line the left. Spray that. We're just gonna throw her in the oven at 350, and we'll be back to check on her in a minute. So this day ended up being super chaotic, and I wasn't able to like finish filming like the after, but it was amazing, I swear. It was the same day that my community broke out in fire. So yeah, it was a little crazy over here, but it was really good. It was guilt-free, it was very moist, and I highly recommend you try it.